In this video, I'm going to show you how to eat an animal-based diet using this simple pyramid to help you understand. This is the absolute best diet that humans can eat because it will get you the actual results that you're after. If you can follow this diet, if you can eat this diet right here, you can expect to get higher energy, better skin, better results in the gym, more strength, a clearer head, and aesthetic physique over time. So let's get right into the diet. I want to quickly preface that everything on this pyramid you should be eating, unlike the one that the government released. Everything on here you should be eating. I just have it in a pyramid form to show you that you should be eating the most out of the things on the bottom and less out of the things on the top. And also within these three sections, if it's off to the right, you should be eating more of it, more calories of it. And if it's off to the left, you should be eating less calories of it. Now that I got that out of the way, what is at the bottom of the pyramid here? And by the way, I'm sorry, I know when I come close to the camera, this gets a little blurry. I just got this camera, I don't really know how to use it. But what I do know is health and how to be as healthy as possible. Okay, so the very first thing that's going on the pyramid is going to be the animal proteins. So off to the right here, I'm gonna put the ones that you should be consuming the most calories of, which is beef and eggs, red meat. As far as like how much calories we should be having, it should be majority of our proteins should be beef, eggs, and red meat. So I'm gonna put it right about there, this section here. And when I say red meat, I also am including things like deer, elk, and bison, and lamb. So why are these foods majority of our proteins and majority of our calories? Well, it's because these foods here are extremely nutrient dense. They will cover all of your nutrient needs. They're high in fat and they're high in cholesterol. So they'll support your hormones, give you high test, and just in general, it's gonna help you hit your protein target, which is your body weight, much easier when we eat like this. We don't wanna be doing some weird split where we're eating half carbs, half vegetables, not enough meat. So, okay, so the rest of the proteins, what will go here? Well, right here is going to be chicken, fish, and beef liver. Okay, so why is chicken, fish, and liver in a smaller category? Well, that's because chicken, to start off, is a lower quality source of protein. This is what chickens used to look like back in the day. They have been bred over time to produce more meat. And yes, it is a one ingredient food. Yes, it is an animal product, but I just kind of find that a little strange, don't you? Like the bird has been modified, you know? Like, would you rather eat a cow that's been grazing on grass, or would you rather eat a bird? Like, I don't know. It is definitely a lower quality protein. It has less micronutrients than beef by far. And the next one is fish. But the good thing about chicken is that it is very lean and in low calories, so it's good on a cut if you need to bump up your protein. And then fish. Why is fish here? Fish is good. You should still be eating it, but it is very hard to find high quality fish. You don't want to be buying farm raised fish. You only want to be eating wild caught fish, because farm raised fish can be quite toxic because it's just raised in a toxic environment. It could be raised in bad water. It's colored through the feed, so it's just not ideal at all. But if you can get your hands on high quality fish, that would be great. And liver. Liver is amazing. You should 100% be having liver. I'm having about 4 ounces per day. Now that's a lot. And liver is extremely, extremely high in micronutrients. And you don't want to be eating it as much as these foods because you'll just get nutrient overload. It's just like too much nutrients, but you should definitely be having it. And I would honestly put this in its own category because you do not need a lot of it, maybe like a few ounces per day. And notice how in this protein section, we don't have any bullshit like protein powders or protein chips, protein bars, protein this. It is only coming from high quality animal sources. I also want to add here one more thing, and that is raw milk. Raw milk is a great source of protein, great source of micronutrients, great source of calcium. It is very hard to find. It's illegal because the government is stupid. But if you can get your hands on it, absolutely get it. Don't drink pasteurized milk. It's ran through, it's superheated. Don't drink that. Okay, so now that we have our high quality base, we're going to add in our high quality carbs so we can fuel our body the right way. Now, the carbs, I'm gonna make this an even split. And the carbs are going to be fruit, rice, and potatoes. So there we have our high quality carbs, fruit, rice, and potatoes. Why are these here? Well, these are here because they are virtually the only source of clean carbs that exist. Now you can argue oats, what about vegetables? I'll get to that in a second, but fruit, we're gonna be having fruit because it is one ingredient, it is very high quality, it has a ton of nutrients in it, and it's going to support our muscles and our energy, of course. Rice, same thing. Rice is definitely the lowest quality on this list, but it is a very good source of carbs if you can find it organic and you can find it not enriched or anything weird like that. And then we have potatoes, our starches. This is going to be regular potatoes and sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are definitely superior, but these are our high quality carb sources. These will fuel our body the right way. And I have experimented with only doing fruit and only doing rice and potatoes, and I didn't notice a difference. So I didn't notice a difference in how I felt, how my brain worked, how much energy I had. So that's why I think that we should be consuming an equal amount of these as our carb sources. So why aren't vegetables and oats, pasta on the list? Well, oats are definitely a lower quality source of carbs. If you can find high quality oats, rolled organic oats, then sure, I would definitely go with rice before I went with oats. And vegetables, why aren't vegetables on the list? You can technically, potatoes are a vegetable, but it's not a vegetable in the sense that it's green and it has defense chemicals and plant toxins and pesticides. Sure, it can have some pesticides, but the reason I didn't write just vegetables on here is because most vegetables are just complete bullshit. They have a ton of pesticides because they've been sprayed, washed in tap water, defense chemicals, plant toxins. You just don't need vegetables. You can get all of your micronutrient needs from here, the nutrient dense protein base. So you just don't need vegetables. I haven't eaten a green vegetable in years and I'm well beyond fine. Okay, so moving on. Now that we have our base of proteins, we have our clean energy sources. What is at the top of the pyramid? Well, the top of the pyramid is going to be our add-ons, things that we should be eating, but in a low amount, healthy things. So the first one is going to be coffee. Now, coffee has basically no calories, but it is very nice to have. There's a ton of benefits associated with having coffee, and caffeine is quite nice. I don't see any reason there's no reason not to have coffee. Make sure it is organic and make sure it is mold free. The next one on the list is honey. Honey, sorry if that's hard to read, but make sure it's raw, by the way. Raw honey. Honey is amazing. Honey is a great source of carbs. I didn't include it here because we should not be having this much calories worth of honey. Maybe like a couple tablespoons a day. That's what I'm having right now. And honey is great. It's a great source of carbs. It's a great source of nutrients. Next one is going to be dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is a great source of fats. And the reason I included it on here is because it is sweet. And most of you guys watching this video right now are addicted to sugar. So this will help you quit your processed food, garbage, candy addiction, because it's a good swap you can do. Like, instead of having Hershey's, which is bullshit, you can have dark chocolate and honey. It tastes great, it's sweet, but it's a healthy swap, you know what I mean? The next one on the list up here is avocado. Avocado is at the top, not mixed in with the fruit, is because avocado is very, very high in fats. Now, we don't necessarily need to get fats from avocado. Why? Because eggs, red meat, beef are all very high in fats. And if we are eating like this on the pyramid, where we're getting most of our calories from red meat, beef, and eggs, then we're gonna be completely fine on our fats. Like, a good rule of the thumb is to aim for 75 to 100 grams of fat. I wouldn't go any more or I wouldn't go any less, because if we go less, then our hormones will suffer. And if we go more, then it's just kind of wasting calories that should be spent on carbs to fuel our training and our life. And then the last one on the list at the top here is nuts. Now, nuts are at the top because just like avocado, they're high in fats. It can be good if you finish the day and for some reason you're low on fats and you were eating too much of this, which is low in fats, and you need to get more, then you should have avocado and nuts to hit your fat goal intake. Another good rule of thumb is that you should track your food. When you track your food, you'll know exactly how much fat you're getting, how much protein you're getting, how much carbs you're getting, and how much calories these things are adding up to be. And that's really important because we want to be optimizing all of our macros. And yes, so this is the optimal diet, my version of the food pyramid. There's nothing on here that you should not be eating. Everything on here is completely healthy for humans and you should be consuming it. This is just an example to show you where your calories should come from. And let's take this as an example. Let's say this pyramid represents 3,000 calories. Of those 3,000 calories, we're going to be getting, let's say this category right here is 1,700 calories. 1,700 calories from our animal proteins is a great target. And now let's say our carbs are about 1,000 calories. So how many calories are left, right? That's going to be 300 calories from these things right here. Now, honey is the most high in calories and avocado on this list. So if we're having 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey, that would be roughly about 150, 160 calories worth of honey. So that's half of that. And then if we have some avocado, some dark chocolate, that will easily hit 300 calories. So that is the perfect optimal split. If we are eating 1,700 calories worth of proteins, that will put us right around our body weight in protein. 1,000 calories worth of carbs will put us right around 200 to 250 carbs. Now, if you're bulking, then definitely increase this number here. Definitely increase this number. And then as far as if you're bulking and you're on in your proteins, I wouldn't go over 200 grams of protein because chances are you just don't need that much unless you weigh 200 pounds lean, which you probably don't. So yeah, I wouldn't go over your body weight in protein with this number, so we can get more out of this number, because if we have more out of this number, then it will give us more energy and it will fuel our workouts better. So that is exactly how I'd break it down in terms of calories for just optimal performance. And I actually used this right here, this exact breakdown, to lose 3.5 pounds and gain, like, it probably wasn't 2 pounds. It was probably like 1 pound of muscle in just 20 days. Yeah, quite effective. So if you can do this, you will see tremendous results in your energy levels, your sleep, your skin will clear up because you're not eating bullshit. You'll have more brain power, your brain will be clear, and you'll just get so many benefits. This will prevent all of the diseases. So go apply this. If you have any questions about this, I will answer them in the comment section. So don't be afraid to just write a quick message. I will get back to you 100%. I hope you're gonna apply what I said. I hope you learned something in this video. And if you want to know every single thing about health, how to completely optimize your health, I have a full health program. Link in description is my school. There I will teach you everything you need to know about how to build the perfect diet, how to have perfect sleep, how to have perfect energy levels, and so much more. Go check that out. And if you want to learn more right now, go check out my YouTube channel. There I have a ton of other valuable videos that will help you out. Go subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.